Let's talk about the Gourmande Girls indie makeup brand. I have the Calavera palette. As you can see, it might not be available, this particular palette, but it has the mattes, it has the shimmers, it even has an iridescent shade. You can see it when it wasn't touched, so it is a pretty good representation of the eyeshadows that the brand is making, and they're mostly making eyeshadow palettes. I have done two entirely glam looks with this palette using many eyeshadows. I have also done a couple of simple looks, and I have tested the wear of these eyeshadows. As a matter of fact, all the eyeshadow was done with this palette, and the highlighter too. So you're now going to see both tutorials for both looks done with this palette, both glam looks. And I just did the short form tutorials. You can also find them in my shorts with the voiceovers and stuff, but you can also see them here on the side. You can see that the eyeshadows are pigmented. They don't have a lot of fallout, and just keep in mind, fallout is something I don't mind at all. So I don't bother shaking my brush or wetting it. I just go. I always do my eyeshadow first, and then I just wipe the excess fallout. So even the fallout that you see, maybe you won't get that if you're worried about that, if you're shaking off the brush. Gourmande Girls has been around for quite a few years. I remember how it started. I was following the owner. She is the absolutely sweetest lady you will ever meet. She's so kind, she's so supportive. I saw her first palettes, and I cannot believe, I can't believe because she's a hard worker, but I mean just remembering how it started and seeing what they have now, how many palettes and what a good variety. Finally, I have got the chance to test the quality for myself. She actually sent me this palette in PR, however, it does not mean that the review is not honest. As for the wear test, now here's a curious thing. I have tested the mattes, the shimmers, the glam look that I did with the mattes and the shimmers. In the center of my eyelid, I have the shimmers, and here is where I have the most creasing usually. The center and like a bit closer to the outer corner. It's been 2 hours since I have applied the eyeshadow. I see no budging and no creasing so far. It has been 6 hours now, and I still don't really see any creasing. No imperfections. It's really late, so I need to take it off, but I think this is a very good result already. My oils are not really shining through. It's still pretty. And as you can see, in both cases, they performed beautifully and did not crease. However, for the first time that I was wearing it, I applied just this iridescent kind of rainbowish eyeshadow, and I feel like this one is a bit of a different formula, and maybe it is intended to use more as a highlight. You can totally also use it as a lip topper, which I love to do. Of course, you can also use it as an eyeshadow if you don't have eyelids that are that oily as mine, because as for me, this particular eyeshadow with the same primer, which is Smashbox 24/7 Photo Finish eyeshadow primer, it definitely creased on me way faster than all the other eyeshadows. So I feel like this is just a different formula, maybe because of the transparent base. It really works perfect as a highlighter, but for me, unfortunately, as an eyeshadow, it can only work for maybe like 4 hours at most or so. As for the other eyeshadows, I was pleasantly surprised by how they last. If you have tried other palettes from Gourmande Girls, please let me know what you think of them. I only have this Calavera palette, but I think it really represents how the brand does their makeup, and as far as I have heard, their quality is pretty consistent throughout the palette, so I hope the review was useful, and if you want more of those, here's the playlist exactly for you. See you there. Bye!